Hey guys, welcome to another video. First one for 2022. Just finishing off another frame of the sky, a clear sky. Very far and few between so far this year. It's been a long stint of the El Nino weather pattern, and it's just been full cloudy. So I'm taking advantage of it. It's not ultra warm tonight. It's probably down to about 20 degrees at the moment, which is good for summer here in Australia. But yeah, I wanted to take advantage of some clear skies, and it's just awesome to be out under the stars. I can see though clouds moving in from the northeast over there, right where Brisbane is. So I'm glad that I'm taking an opportunity to shoot these photos now, but I keep getting interrupted by all these cars. You'll see one coming over the top of my shoulder now. So pardon me if you can't hear me from the car going past. But I'll move to somewhere a bit quieter in a little while. But I just wanted to take advantage of this sort of open area so I can get shots of the sky while it is clear. I didn't want to be driving around trying to find a nice little composition and not be able to get a clear shot of the sky. So just been focusing on getting that shot, just using a tracker and getting some tracked shots of sort of the southern region of the Milky Way and the large and small Magellanic Clouds. So yeah, as I said, it's great to be back under the stars. But look, I'm just going to finish off these shots, and I'll get chatting to you again in a second. Hey, how you going? Welcome back to watching another video. If you're new here, hi, my name's Joel. I'm also known as the Tide Photographer. I shoot astro nightscapes, and this channel is all about shooting the night sky, and sometimes I talk about gear, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight. And you know, sometimes give you some videos on tutorials and some tips and stuff. So if you do like that sort of stuff, hang 10, watch this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe consider subscribing. But if you're not new here, thank you for joining me again. Yeah, so as you may have seen from the description of the video, we're talking about a tripod, my main tripod. I have actually been out shooting tonight. I'm not just here filming a video about a tripod in the middle of nowhere for no good reason. I did come out. There hasn't been any, or many at all, clear nights to shoot recently. It's summer here in Australia, and we're in that La Nina pattern, and it's just been cloudy non-stop, so it's just been absolutely killer. But yeah, I did get out and shoot. Set up this tripod, the Leofoto tripod that I'm going to be talking about in a second, and yeah, got myself some nice little images, and finished it off just before the clouds, or as the clouds rolled in. So yeah, fingers crossed that photo is good, which I'll probably pop up at the end of this video. But anyway, enough blabbering on. Let's talk about the tripod. The tripod I'm talking about is the Leofoto Ranger. It's the LS-365CEX. It's, well, that's the tripod legs itself anyway, put it that way. The head itself is totally separate to these legs. It's sort of a, you have to buy these separately. You can't buy them as a kit. And I'll go through the reasons why. But I'll talk about the legs first. So now, these legs weren't my first choice when I was wanting to get a new tripod. I knew I wanted to get some carbon fiber legs. I've never owned carbon fiber legs. I'd come across Leofoto, and I had been lucky enough to check out a few of their things, and yeah, instantly fell in love with their legs. It was the head originally that I bought first before the legs. The head I did stumble across, but I'll come back to that. So that I had to get the legs. And when it came to the legs, I knew that I wanted carbon fiber, I wanted it reasonably tall, and I wanted the leveling base. So that's what the CEX part of the name stands for, and that means it has a leveling base. The 365 means 36 millimeter tubing, so that's the thickest part of the leg, and the 5 at the end means 5 sections, so it has 5 sections. So as big as this tripod is, it does pack up quite small, considering, so this can fit. It's actually really not that heavy. It's just really well built and packs up nice and small thanks to the 5 sections. The 365 wasn't my first choice. I think I was going to go something for like a 345 because there was some tripod legs that did give me the height that I was after, but ended up with the 365. That was offered to me, and I went, yeah, why not? And I'm glad I did, because the 365, because of the 36mm tubing, that's the thickest part at the top. Once you fully extend the legs, every single section, the bottom section is usually the weakest part of the tripod. It's usually the wobbliest, because it gets thinner and thinner. So, but the thinner part on these legs is like normal size of normal tripods. So yeah, I'm really stoked with that. So yeah, the leveling head was sort of like the sort of main part that I really wanted, because being able to put your tripod down on the ground, and even when it's like a little bit off balance and a little bit tilted, most tripods you'd have to adjust your legs and loosen one and extend and shrink the other, and you'd be like doing it to all the different legs and just trying to get it all level, and it's just a pain in the backside. With this one, just because I can now just put down the legs, and if it's slightly off, I can now just grab the knob on the side. I can then adjust my leveling head or leveling base, lock it off. I know I'm flat, and that gives me a nice flat base to work off when I'm doing my panoramas, so panning left to right and getting those panoramas, so I know that they're staying nice and level the whole way through, and makes it easier for stitching. So like, they're the main parts, and they're the main reasons I love this tripod. The legs are just fantastic. Honestly, the build quality is awesome. Yeah, it's a pleasure to use, and for someone that uses a tripod constantly, for every time he's out shooting, having a good tripod is absolutely golden. I can't recommend it enough. If you are someone who uses a tripod a lot, spend the money, because yeah, these legs weren't cheap. I do admit I've paid a lot of money for this tripod. Probably, if you asked me to pay this much money a few years back, I would have just laughed at you, but it's worth every cent, and I'm going to keep this tripod and I look after it, and I'm going to have this for years, so it's going to be well worth it. So next is the tripod head. Now this is the Leofoto VH30R. So all in all, this whole setup now I've had for pretty much a year, so this is why I'm doing this little bit of a review on it and showing you it. I subscribe to another YouTuber on here. His name's Thomas Heaton. He's actually a landscape photographer from England, and he had a leveling base tripod, which I also own that one as well. I use that for my Skywatcher Star Adventurer. But his head that he had was an Acratech head, and it's very similar to this, like almost identical. But to buy one of those heads, and it's a brilliant head, costs like $900, I think, Australian, and I was not going to be paying $900 for a tripod head, no way. And I just happened to be flicking through the Leofoto website and spotted this head, the VH30R, and I could not believe it. It was like, that's the tripod head I'm after, that's the one I want. Reason being, it has 2 sections that twist, so at the base of the tripod head, you can loosen a knob and it will spin. At the top where you mount your camera, same deal, loosen a knob and it will spin. So you've got the two sort of axes there where you can pan the actual head to do your panoramas. But not only that, it only moves forwards and backwards, so it's not like a ball head that when you loosen it, it will flop around. It only has the left and right spinning and the tilting forward and back. So, and that's all I need. And when you're doing landscapes or nightscapes, that's really, you're never needing to put the angle of your camera on a diagonal or anything. So just having the simple left and right, up and down axes for a tripod head is fantastic. It's also Arca Swiss. It's on one side is a tensioner, so depending on, you can tension it to make it harder or easier to maneuver the head. And then on my left-hand side, where I keep on the left-hand side, is the release, so I can tilt it forward and tilt it back. And another thing on the side, it also has degrees as well, which comes in handy because I do mount my move, shoot, move tracker. So I've got a move, shoot, move tracker for doing quick little track shots of the sky, which I did use tonight. And I can mount that onto my tripod here, use the VH30R as a latitude base. So I can tilt it up to approximately 27 degrees, where I am here in Queensland, in Australia. And that is my, equatorial wedge, latitude base, whatever you want to call it. And I can then mount my camera on top of the move, shoot, move that way. And it's just a great little combo. So I can do track skies and then easily then just take my shots to the foreground. So as a whole, this head, these legs, I just find this to be pretty much the ultimate tripod. To finish up, I definitely can recommend this tripod, 110%. Best tripod I've ever used. I do have a three-legged thing tripod. Actually, I'm using it right now to hold up the camera. It's my little sort of travel, easy to fit anywhere sort of tripod. I'm honestly thinking about getting rid of that to buy a Leofoto version because I just think that these tripods are that good. So, yeah, that's possibly the next purchase after the tripod hammock. But anyway, look, that's a little overview of this tripod and the head. Look, I hope you found that useful, and hopefully that makes some sort of decision making easy for you as well. It doesn't have to be this tripod, I guess, but I do recommend it. But they're the reasons why I love this tripod, and if you want to put that sort of thought pattern into your next purchase, then I hope that helps anyway. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you do like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also hit subscribe, and maybe share it with your friends. Let someone else know about this review, and maybe they might like this tripod or tripod head. Definitely the head. The head's brilliant. But yeah, thanks guys, and I guess I'll finish out by showing you the image I caught earlier using this tripod and the move, shoot, move. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks.